Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I want to get into a lesson going into warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, of the things to come. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get straight into it. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. And we understand that the watchmen are the prophets. Okay, continuing on. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. That's right. And we understand that we're speaking the words of the Lord. Okay, we're not speaking our own words. We know that the Lord speaks through his prophets. Okay, and it says, and warn them from me. And that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, we're telling our people that the Lord will bring plagues upon this place, man. We already see that these plagues are being sent. Famine, pestilence, and sword. Okay, we understand that these things will escalate. These things will intensify. It'll get a lot worse heading into the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we know that martial law will be declared. We know there's going to be a lot of bloodshed throughout these cities. We know there's going to be checkpoints. We know there's going to be women that's going to get raped. Okay, it's going to be your children getting put to death. Okay, we understand that all these things will be going on during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we're constantly warning our people, whether you hear or forbear. So I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I have. All right. Get this, the 2nd Chronicles, the 36th chapter, and I'm going to start at the 15th verse. Okay, this is 2nd Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 15. And the Lord God of their fathers sent to them by his messengers. Okay, and we understand that the messengers are the prophets. Okay, continuing on. Rising up B times. That's right. It says rising up B times, meaning rising up early. Okay, continuing on. And sending because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. That's right. Because the Lord had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place, he sent the prophets. Okay, continuing on. This is 2nd Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. That's right. We understand that our people were mocking the messengers of the Most High in the ancient world, and our people are still doing this during these times, man. So I read this from the top again. This is 2nd Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. Okay, and like I was just going into, man, we're still seeing these things. Okay, you see that a lot of our people are still making fun of the prophets. Okay, doing these things that's unprofitable to their salvation. Okay, continuing on. And despised his words. That's right. It says, and despised his words. And we understand that when you despise something, you hate it, man. You look down upon it. Okay, and we know that 2/3 of our people despise the words of the Lord. Okay, but what's going to happen to the ones of you that despise the words of the Lord? So let me get a quick precept, and I'll come back to this. Let me go to Proverbs. Okay, we get this in Proverbs, the 13th chapter, and I'm going to start at the 13th verse. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. And we understand, like I was going into, when you despise something, you hate it, you look down upon it. Okay, so we understand all of you that despise the words of the Lord, you're going to get destroyed, man. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. Okay, who are the ones that truly fear the commandment? The elect. Okay, we understand that the elect will be rewarded. We know that the elect will be protected and ultimately delivered when the Lord returns. So let me get that back in 2nd Chronicles, the 36th chapter. Okay. All right. This is 2nd Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets. That's right. It says it misused his prophets. Okay, we're still seeing how people misuse the prophets. Okay, a lot of our people are coming up in the spirit of debating. Okay, scoffing. Okay, saying things on comment boards that they shouldn't be doing. Okay, on our live streams, on our lessons. Okay, we're still seeing the wicked of our people misusing the prophets. Okay, continuing on, until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy. That's right. So we understand the ones of you that continuing, to mock the messengers of the Most High, the ones of you that's continuing to despise the words of the Lord and misusing the prophets. We understand that this is going to lead you to ultimately getting destroyed, man. Okay, we know 2/3 of our people will be cut off here in America, which is Babylon the Great, pursuant to Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8, man. Okay, so we know what's going to happen to you, man. But we know that the elect will be delivered. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right, I'm gonna get this in 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. Okay, and I'm going to start at the 17th verse. Okay, this is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. That's right. So we understand that judgment will begin with our people, man. Okay, the ones of the circumcision, the ones of you that know that you're Israelites, we know that judgment will begin with us, man. Okay, so I'll read this from the top again. All right, this is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? That's right. So we understand that the ones of you that obey not the gospel of the Most High, we know that you're certainly going to get destroyed, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen. All right, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right, I'll get this in Isaiah. All right, Salaki. Get this in Isaiah, the 30th chapter. And I'll start at the 9th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Okay, and we understand that this is speaking about our people. Okay, we understand that our people are extremely rebellious. Okay, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Okay, I just went into it, about how the wicked of our people, they despise the words of the Lord. Okay, so we understand that this is a spirit that the wicked of our people are in, man. Okay, so I'll read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not. And we understand that the wicked of our people, they don't want us to go into these prophecies, man. Okay, so I'll read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. That's right. So the wicked of our people, they don't want us prophesying right things unto them, man. Okay, they don't want us telling them that America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. They don't want us to tell them that 200 million warheads will hit this place during World War III, the third woe, as well as the concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots. Okay, they don't want us to tell them that Esau, Edom will be removed from rulership. Okay, they don't want us to tell them that these other nations will go into captivity. Okay, the wicked of our people, they don't want us to go into these things, man. Okay, they don't want us to prophesy the right things unto them, man. They don't want us to tell them that we're going to rule over these nations. Okay, they don't want to hear that, man. Okay, continuing on. Prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things. That's right. The people of the wicked of our people, they want to hear about prosperity here, man. Okay, under the rulership of Esau, Edom. Okay, they want to hear that they're going to get that promotion. Okay, they're going to get that new job. They're going to get multiple degrees here. Okay, they're gonna get equality here. Okay, the wicked of our people, they want to hear, the smooth things, man. Okay, continuing on. Prophesy deceits. That's right. It says prophesy deceits. And that's exactly what the wicked about people want us to do. They want us to prophesy deceits unto them, man. Okay, they want us to tell them that this place won't get destroyed. Okay, they want us to tell them that Esau, Edom won't get removed from rulership. Okay, they want us to tell them that they won't go into the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, but we're not going to do that, man. We're going to tell you the truth, whether you hear or forbear. Okay, we understand that, yes, we will go into the time of Jacob's trouble. We're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. We know that the RFID CHIP, which is the MOTB, will be made mandatory. Okay, you won't be able to buy or sell without taking that CHIP. Okay, but if you take it, you will be destroyed. Okay, we're telling you that America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed during World War III, the third woe. We know that Esau, Edom will be removed from power, man. Okay, we're going to tell you the truth. We know that the elect will be delivered. We know that the elect will be beamed up into the chariot when the Lord returns, and they'll be able to see the nuclear destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot. Okay, so we're going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, whether you hear or forbear. We understand that it's going to be individuals that won't believe, man, but the scripture goes into it in Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Okay, we understand just because you don't believe, that doesn't mean that these prophecies won't come to pass. These prophecies will come to pass, whether you believe it or not, man. Okay, and with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect. And I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.